Let's try that again with the microphone on. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Happy Wednesday in some parts of the world. Happy Wednesday in my part of the world. If you're not in my part of the world, get out of here. No. I guess we're going to go back to working on Kineo today. I don't know if anyone else saw that email today. It didn't say anything, but it said things without saying things. Maybe I should reference what email that I'm actually talking about. Hey, Tukes, how are you doing? Let me actually get that email out. Because some of us, not some of us, I think everybody who was in the developer program got a scary email today. Yeah, I don't know if anyone saw that email that didn't say anything. Exactly. Did y'all see this email that has absolutely no information, but in having no information has too much information? Here it is. Get ready. Oh man, I got some bad green screening going on here. I'm gonna have to fix that. Get ready. Vision Pro's coming. We're not gonna tell you when, but get ready. Love your stream, but it's 4 a.m. See, I should stream it at 4 a.m. my time. It'd be great. What would... Okay, so if right now it's 6... I don't know if it's almost 4 p.m. your time or if it's like almost 5 p.m. almost 4 a.m. your time or almost 5 a.m. your time. So if I had streamed 18 hours ago... No, that's not right. 14 hours ago. Then yeah, I guess it would have been 2 p.m. your time. Is that how that math works out? See, I should stream just for Tukes. Seems like it works much better. Anyway, it's 3:42 exactly at Thursday. Okay. Yeah, so if I'd streamed 18 hours ago, that's what? Midnight, then minus 3 is 9, minus 12 is... So it would have been 9:42 a.m.? No. Yeah, 9:42 a.m. your time. It is 6:43 right now where I am. $6:43 p.m. specifically. But yeah, this was the email that we got today. It was like, hey, everybody, you gonna be ready for this? It's coming. It's coming soon. And I feel like I need to reply to this email and be like, no, I'm not ready for this. Please delay this another 3 to 4 months. But, yeah, so I guess we gotta keep working on this to be ready for it. I'll close my email before you all read the rest of my email. So what were we working on? Apparently not having GitLab open. No, here it is. Figure out how to make the current layer more obvious. Yeah, that would be good information. But yeah, we gotta fix a bunch of other stuff, including cannot close the tool picker. I think that was what we were working on at the end of last stream. And I decided to say that we had made a win because we cleaned up a lot of stuff, even though we hadn't actually fixed the bug. What do you think about Mac apps? Is there a market for it, especially of the Mac App Store? I don't know about the Mac App Store. I do think that there is a market for Mac apps. I think it's suffering from kind of the same... Well, no. I was going to say, I think it's suffering from kind of the same sort of thing that the iOS App Store is. Yeah, Black Highlighter. Black Highlighter is a great Mac app. You should go download that app. By the way, in-app purchase. I was going to say that it seems to be the same problem on macOS that you have on iOS, which is, you know, the best way to make money on the Mac App Store is through subscriptions, which is kind of true. I'm thinking of like apps like Craft, That's a subscription. Sketch is a subscription. I opened up the other day. Somebody, yeah. There was a Slack that I'm in that people are like, what are the apps that you use most often? You like link, you go to date last open, you look at what are the Mac apps that you have most often. Developer Duck, also a subscription, also a great app that you should download. 1Password, subscription. Discord, technically a subscription, I guess. I don't know, not really. Daisy Disk is the app that I used most often that is not a subscription, that is just a one-off, buy the app. Acorn is another common one that I use. 1Password, it doesn't suck, but it's gotten a lot worse, but there's no better option. It's the least bad of all. It's no, what's the phrase? It's the worst except for all the others. That's my feeling about 1Password these days. Yeah, Black Highlighter is my app. But Eagle Knight, you should still tell him about the market for it. And then most of these apps, we're getting into the apps that I don't actually use very often. I'm surprised Acorn is so low down, honestly. Like, okay, you know, half a month that I haven't opened it. That actually seems quite long time that I haven't opened Acorn. But yeah, I would say Acorn, Craft, Sketch, 1Password, Developer Duck. These are apps that are apps that I use a lot. Choose iOS because you're going all in. 28-year-old time for risk. Yeah, no, hey, that is a good time to you know, just kind of go do stuff. And I mean, even of these, like, the only ones on here that I would say are truly like indie type companies are Acorn and Developer Duck. I mean, Sketch is not a huge team. I don't actually know how big Craft's team is. 1Password is huge these days. I don't know. Yeah, I don't actually know how big Craft's team is. I feel like there was another app. Let me see what apps I have on my MacBook Air. Yeah, no, iOS is a great platform. I'm checking this same list on my MacBook Air to see what I had over there. Apps that I forgot about. Oh, Fantastical is another one. That's a fairly small team. Again, subscription though. That's the market for Mac apps, subscription apps. Copilot is a great like budgeting app. I believe also subscription. Shadowcat, completely free. Go download that app. Tells you when people start streaming. I think that's pretty much the list of... Oh, Hexfiend is another good one. Oh, it is in this list. I skipped it. Hexfiend, that one is, I think, just a one-time purchase. There is a market for Mac apps. What about apps that don't need the internet? I don't know that there's much of a market for apps that don't need the internet these days. I think of the list of these, don't need the internet. I don't think Sketch needs the internet. I don't think Acorn needs the internet. I think Craft doesn't need the internet either. Local first is the way. Unfortunately, there's this app Developer Duck that I said was, you know, the most recently used one, and it's not a local first app. Come on, that one's needs internet. Yeah, but you can do a lot of things that are very good. Like good. What's the word I'm looking for? Is I'm completely blanking on what I was trying to say. Like good user experiences that, you know, you can't really do an user experience quite that good on a web app. I mean, something like Sketch. I mean, Figma exists. I still vastly prefer Sketch. Craft, you know, I think it can. Is Notion available as a web app? I think it is just mostly a web app, right? And so I would say that that's a good one. Hey Mono, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, you just get Adam Wolf to cut you a special deal. That's your commercial licensing for Developer Duck. Adam says Muse is local first, though. I have to admit, I have not used Muse yet. Listening to Compile talk about it on his podcast. I'm very, very sold on it, but I still have not had a chance to actually try it out and use it. So I'm a bad supporter of the indie app community. I need to check it out. It turns out you don't know where your main iPad is. Grayscale, no. But yeah, no, yeah, see, there you go. Eaglelot, just run the Mac app. Yeah, I need to check it out. It sounded very cool. And, you know, it turns out I like this Adam Wolf guy's products, whether it's a Mac app or it's a what's the word I'm looking for? Library. The clipping Bezier library. How did he do the explosion thing? That is special to subscribers. If you have, there's a list down below of effects that you can do for subscribers. How many variable names do you have waiting? I think I only have one right now. I think Adam Wolf's is the only one that I'm waiting on because, yeah, no, the last one before that is Foo from K&H, which we did do. Right here. This was the most recent one. I would point it out, but I can't anymore. Oh, was that actually a black fireworks? I figured it was just desaturated because of the grayscale. Yes, it does really work. It does really actually work.
Mono NZ says, what the hell is a sketch? Is that the 90s drawing program?
It's definitely more new than the 90s. All right, so where were we on this app? If we are gonna, you know, try to finish this app before Apple launches the Vision Pro. Yes, I do compulsively save an Xcode. What did I build with Vapor? I haven't built anything with Vapor. Well, no, that's not true at all. I have not built anything that you would see on this app in Vapor. I built a whole backend for an app that I never launched in Vapor. Tickets here. There was a app backend for that was built in Vapor. What else did I do? Oh, the crashing Xcode thing? No, that's all local. As Adam Wolf put, local first, forever. What on earth? Where is that? Twitch alerts. Yeah, no, this is entirely local. It just connects to the Twitch event sub WebSocket thing, and it just listens for events through there. It's all running in terminal back here. You can see all of the things that come in. I don't know if I have it log out anything when there's like a crash. Yeah, no, here it is right here. Customer reward redemption. Yeah, no, this all thing, this is the crash Xcode. It says, you know, 696 did it. Et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, Mono, we were talking about that email. That was how we started the stream. That email went out to everybody. It terrified me. I don't like how that email, I don't like that email. But yeah, no, so just I get a message like this that comes in. It's all JSON. And this, well, yeah, when I get this message, like I actually just call a command in here that says, hey, find the running process that has this bundle identifier, which is like com.apple.dt.xcode, and force terminate it. Yeah, running applications, find the first one that's Xcode's bundle identifier and kill it. So whenever an effect comes in with that, either that particular reward ID, which is this UUID right here, go back to here. Yeah, there's like a UUID in here. Is it that one? No, it's, yeah, the reward ID right here. If it sees that reward ID, or if you've got the subscriber things, here's the set of emojis that will trigger it. Either the straight up regular emoji, the fire emoji, or either of my two Xcode crash emotes. Any of those three posted at the beginning of a message will crash Xcode. And I realize by saying this, I'm just tempting it. It's gonna happen. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, so that's how all of the redemptions work. And I just have like a, okay, yeah, I wasn't expecting that one. I just have a list in here somewhere of all of the possible effects. Somewhere in here. Yeah, here we go. Here's the list of effects. So these are the effects that can be triggered either by channel points or by the subscriber redemptions. Speak effect, grayscale effect, that's obviously the one that's going on right now. Crashing Xcode, shooting off the fireworks you saw earlier. The screaming goat. Literally, as soon as I said it, this is a screaming goat. You sent the chicken on a stream last night and the streamer lost his mind. Was it Compile's stream? Did Compile see the chicken for the first time? And the Swifter effect, which I don't remember what the trigger for the Swifter effect even is. Oh, the dev dad? Nice. Did he have any context for it whatsoever? What am I trying to do? Oh yeah, I was trying to go to Emacs and Yeah, no, the chicken comes from Nutter's. I don't even remember why we started talking about it. It was originally mentioned on Nutter's stream. This guy started talking about it. Why was this guy starting? It was in Nutter's stream, but yeah, I think you're right that this guy kickstarted the whole conversation. No, because I mentioned my dinner on this guy's stream. Yeah, but I did not mention where the dinner came from. And then we went over to Nutter's stream, and somebody not me mentioned canned chicken. And I was like, oh, that dinner that I mentioned earlier, that was canned chicken that went into my buffalo chicken wraps. But I don't remember what the original trigger for the canned chicken was. There was some discussion on Nutter's stream that like kickstarted the whole conversation. And then I chimed in on it. And then I think Nutter said that there needed to be a canned chicken emote. Or maybe, no, Mono must have been the one who said there needed to be a canned chicken emote. And so I created the canned chicken emote. But I don't remember what the initial conversation about it was in Nutter's stream. Like, what was the initial trigger for that conversation? Chicken is packaged into cans. Okay, so what we broke a bunch of problems. It is in fact a living chicken, like just compressed down, and then you let it out of the can and it just slides up like that. That's how that works. We definitely had some bugs after we had this running, so let's go see if we can dig into the bugs that we had. Yeah, like a Jack-in-the-Box. You open up the can of chicken and it just goes, pops out. You have to fight the chicken, yes. Okay, so we're able to draw a dark black line, thin black line. We open up the tool picker. Everything disappears. Okay, that's problem number one. Everything should not disappear. Let's start listing these errors. Not in Safari. That's not the browser I use anymore. Remaining issues, or I guess this is no longer remaining, or never was remaining issues. This is new issues. Opening tool picker deletes drawing. Okay, so I know that's one of them. The other is that we cannot pick a new tool to save our lives. It's always the thin black line. Cannot choose new tools. Does undo redo work? Undo redo still works, so that's good. Is that the only two issues? I mean, that'd be great if that's the only two issues. If we create a new page, the app crashes. Okay. If you create a app crashes. Okay, let's just start with these three. Maybe we'll find some more issues after that, but let's start with these three. Opening the tool picker deletes the drawing. We cannot choose new tools, and if you create a new page, the app crashes. This seemed like a good three to start with. Which one of those do we want to actually start with? I think we want to start with the tool picker one. I feel like that's going to be the easiest one. That when we touch something here, that should change a value that we're not changing. And close this project. I think we've got too many projects open, and that makes it hard to navigate. Kineo is the one we want to keep open. Let's close highlighter. Let's close Twitch alerts. All right. Actually, I don't know that that is the easiest one, now that I think about it. Because that's all kind of unrelated to the, to anything else. Which might also make it easier, but might also make it harder. Because every canvas here should have a tool picker associated to it. Or do we? See, this is, yeah, I think this is part of the problem, is that we should not have a tool picker associated with every single canvas. Because we have 5 different canvases on screen at any given point. I think we still need to fix that. That maybe only a drawing canvas should actually have a tool picker, and a display canvas, just don't even touch it. So I think that that might be something that we handle later. Can I indent here? Yes, I actually can. Cool. So yeah, let's tackle that one last. Let's try tackling the first one, which is that opening the tool picker deletes the drawing. Yeah, that seems like a problem. Because to me that says that our drawing is not actually changing the editing state, so that when we do change the editing state by opening the tool picker, we're resetting back to the state that it was, and that's, yeah, it should be maintaining that state the entire time. So where do we update our drawing? That's in Canvas View drawing did change. Guard that the tool was used, is undoing, is redoing, let canvas equals canvas view, drawing equals canvas view, case let false equals. So that's the scaled version of the drawing. So I guess I would want to see, is this being done, for one thing? And if it is being done, what is that affecting? So drawing, what is drawing? Let's go look at the definition of drawing. There's a binding there, which we would have to pass in here. So where do we do that? That's in when we create our coordinator. So where's our make coordinator? Drawing is $drawing. That seems bad. This is binding to a drawing here. Binding to an is tool picker visible. That actually might not be bad. So that would be in drawing canvas. Drawing is editing state, current page, layers, layer ID, drawing. Hold on one second. I have to explain a joke to a friend. Oh, Mono brought back colors while I was looking away. Yeah, editing state, current page, layers, layer ID, drawing. That seems right to me. So maybe we're not changing that correctly. Okay, so we got this. Print string describing error. That's if we have an error. Set sets the drawing data. I see nothing wrong with that. So then that changes our layers layer ID. see no problem with that. So then that would change our current page. Self equals self, replacing current active drawing with new current page dot drawing. So let's see if this gets called. Print function. Yeah, let's try that. We get a lot of update UI views. Draw a circle. Print hash function. Bang, bang, bang. I don't know what you mean. I did it. I printed the function like you want. Okay, so this is not getting called. What is this? Oh. Function is hash function, specifically, returns the current function's name as a static string. So you can just print it. Yeah, no, sorry, I just didn't, I thought you were like mad at me for some reason. I didn't realize what you were getting at. Yeah, no, there's a bunch of these kind of like magic names. There's also file ID, which like names your file. File path gives you the like full path to your file. I thought file ID, yeah, file ID I think is just I thought it was just the name of the file, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's try actually printing it somewhere that we know is actually getting called. Yeah, there's also line. Line's another good one. It's the current line of the file that you're in. I find that one a little less useful with the new stuff here, but usually, no, I mean, I guess function also isn't all that useful with that. But I wish you didn't have to import OS log in order to use OS log, because that would be the main one. Yeah, no, you don't need to print my long function name. You can just print hash function. Yep. So we know that drawing canvas here is getting called. Sorry, let's just go up this stack of things. So layer, drawing, we're pretty sure that one's getting called, right? Print. Hello there.
Have bits.
Thank you for the bits, Mono. Did the sound go off correctly this time? I very purposefully oh, I guess I could have asked that the entire time with the code screams and whatnot. I very purposefully rebooted my capture card when I started. Yeah, let's make sure that this actually works in like a Git set. I think it should. But let's print both just in case. So we do the drawing. That should affect this drawing. I actually got neither. So I'm beginning to wonder. Yeah, so all of these update UI view and make UI view context, that's the same thing here. Print function. Print function. That's those two. I'm gonna actually get rid of these because we know that those are getting called. So yeah, maybe that's not actually happening. So I guess print function here. Yeah, the other new one that I was mentioning is like import os.log. You can do an os log. Drawing did change. Drawing did change. And drawing was updated. So we can print something like that. And then what we get, if it actually works, which my God, I hope it does. Yeah, okay, so we get a drawing did change and a drawing did updated. But if we go into here and we click no. If we hover over it, then that gives us a file and a line and column count right there. And a little arrow that takes us right to it. I don't know if you can see that that's causing the thing to jump on the left. It's very subtle. Let's go to an entirely different page, and then if I click it, you'll be like, ah, yeah, it took me to the right place. That's the exact noise you'll make. Yeah. Okay, so the drawing is getting updated. So that should be affecting our binding. And the binding here is coming in from here. So it's a binding to drawing. And this binding is just the drawing that we pass into Canvas View Representable, which if we go to Drawing Canvas, is this whole thing. So I don't understand why, if we've got all of this, that setting drawing here, that nothing's getting called. Because that should be updating something. What's also weird is we're updating this binding, which should go like basically all the way back up. I'm a little bit surprised that that's not causing a call to update UI view. I mean, I guess if it's not actually doing anything, then yeah, that makes sense, but so we get the drawing did change. We know all of this happened. So we updated drawing to canvas view case let false equals. We print drawing was updated. We know that these lines are being called. We know it's getting past that guard. Hang on, I have a theory. Still working through this theory. I have a theory, but I'm not going to tell you what it is until I figure out what I'm trying to do. Let's actually, you know what? We're just going to hide all of the display canvases. What I'm wondering is, am I drawing on a display canvas, which isn't updating the drawing because the drawing is a constant? And so if I do all of this, let's trash what we got, and I draw here, yeah, we get our hello there. Drawing. Okay. So I'm drawing on something else. You were stuck on why a simple text field doesn't exist on your SwiftUI project for a few hours on and off. The old dev has a component called text field. Now you need to reference SwiftUI text field. I'm a little surprised that it doesn't. Well, okay, so the text field is in your current module, right? And it's, yeah. So no, that would make sense. I was going to say, if you're importing text field from a different module and you've got SwiftUI imported, I would have expected it to prefer the SwiftUI one. But if the text field's in your current module, then no. Was it a SwiftUI view? The other text field? Because otherwise I would have expected some kind of failure to compile. Failure to compile Swift. It's a UI kit thing? Yeah, I'm surprised that that didn't have some kind of thing that said was like, oh yeah, this is not a view. Yeah, is not some view. Does not conform to view. I think this is what I need to do, is I just need to add that hit testing false to this. And then if I bring this back, can we trash what we have? And we draw. Hey, okay, so that worked. So now I'm wondering if we open up the tool picker, does it stay? It does. Look at that. I thought it was a SwiftUI change. No. Okay, so that part works. So now, does this part work yet? Yes. Okay. Are we just magically, everything's just works now? I would support that. We fixed all of our bugs in one. Okay, let's try clicking the plus button. No, okay, that one doesn't work yet. But we fixed 2 of our bugs. Killed 2 bugs with 1 stone. I guess we're not going to remove the tool picker from display canvas. Not yet, at least. But yeah, if you create a new page, the app crashes. I still think we probably need to fix that one. 2 chickens with 1 can. Exactly. I'm sure there's multiple chickens per can. They're all blended together. Okay, so we have that. We click the plus button. Crash. Now, this is probably on me for having a force unwrap here, but I don't actually have an excuse for that. Okay, so if we set the drawing data, I mean, that should maintain our UUID. So I don't actually know what the problem here is. Where are we getting this from? Drawing canvas thing. Yeah, every time I have a force unwrap, this will never happen. You get a crash. Yep. This is why I ban exclamation points in my app. Okay, a lot of these are in strings, but yeah. Any that aren't nil. Okay, so this one you can't do a equals false. Any others that aren't just a bang equals. That's a string. Also, why do I have something that just says hello? Okay, that's the previous. I have a force try here, but again, this is in previews. This is the one that we already know. Here's another force try in previews. This is literally my only force unwrap. Okay, this is my, I should not have done this. Like, this violates my rules. Oh, this is a dependency. Yeah, so now we're getting into dependencies that are not my code. So yeah, 2 places where I had a exclamation point that was not immediately followed by an equals. One force unwrap in the whole app, and it's crashing. Single force unwrap in the whole app. Also, why does this even have itself here? We just need that. First where UUID equals UUID. So that should just work. I don't know why it wouldn't. When we create a new page, yeah, let's try crashing it again. That's not how we do it. We go to the drawing canvas body getter. So we go to a layer via a layer ID. I'm guessing this is for the new page. So is it that we're not setting the current page before we try drawing anything? Because when we click new page, maybe we're... Yeah, what happens when we click new page? We say editing state equals editing state, adding new page. We set the new document to the new state, and then we set the current page index to the new index. So far, that all makes sense to me. So we're on the new current page. That would then all eventually come back here into the drawing view editing mode. We would get the current page's layers. Current page should be derived from the current page index. Yeah. Page at current page index. The layers would just come from that. I don't know how we're getting to a layer ID that is not in layers. I don't know how we're getting there. Is it because we're not properly recreating the drawing canvas at this point? Because we're binding to the editing state. Oh, yeah, that's probably it. We've got a binding to the editing state here. So this is like redrawing because the editing state changed. But that's not necessarily... We're not refreshing this view. I think we need to tell it to create a new view here, which I think we can do by setting its ID here. And that'll force it to re-render or like replace this. I'm a little bit surprised that that doesn't happen just because of the for each. Are our layers not identifiable by their layer ID? Layers are identifiable. Their ID is their UUID. I'm a little bit surprised that that doesn't just work. Or is it maybe because of this group? Like we've got the group in there and the group is... No, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Let's try this. If this doesn't work, I may try moving the ID to the group. And then if that doesn't work, I'll try both. And if that doesn't work, then I got to go back to the drawing board. So those are my multiple approaches that I think I'm going to try. New page. Crash. That wasn't it. Let's try adding it to the group. Okay, I'm just going to comment these out for now. Boom. 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 New page. Crash. I don't have a good feeling about trying having it everywhere. I don't think that's going to work. Crash. Okay. So that wasn't the problem. I guess maybe what I want to do is I want to log this init to see when we get new inits to our layer ID. Yeah, because what I'm imagining is we're being told to update this drawing canvas because the binding changed. That canvas is trying to access a layer ID that represents what it is. But that was from the previous page. And so it doesn't exist on the current page. So we try to get this. That doesn't exist. Crash. But the problem is we need to just throw away this drawing canvas when we create a new page, because we don't want it to have the same layer ID. That's what needs to happen. Let's see to the extent that it is happening. I really wish this would just import OS log for me. So we should see one here, I would hope. Should have seen one drawing canvas. We got 1 million drawing did changes. Look at this. Okay. We got 3. Why did we get 3? Neither of this is helpful. Okay, so my first question, I guess, is, do we get any more when we click this plus button before it crashes? Yes, we actually do. We get 2 more. So why are we seeing this fail? This doesn't make sense to me. I mean, we could make this return an optional layer. I feel like this is a bad approach. I don't like this approach at all. Exactly. Yeah, because now this needs to be optional. This is never going to work. Yeah, I don't like this approach. It's a bad approach. We're going to undo that approach. I feel like that emote should just yank the power from my machine. Or it compels me to leave the computer. If we're creating a new drawing canvas. Okay, we're going to add some even more logging. Guard let layer. No, sorry. Local first forever equals else OS log. Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna start really using OS log. I haven't figured out whether I want to put it in the imports like this or if I want to put it separate, because it looks so weird in the middle here when it's, you know, it's the only one that's not capitalized. At the same time, I also don't like having just that one all on its own. OS log, unable to find layer with ID. DUID. Fatal error. I guess I would fatal error with that value. Return local first forever. Do I have an error handling? Yeah, I don't have an error handling thing in here. What wasn't capitalized? The OS log import. Because I don't think you can import OS. Oh, you can import OS log. Really? Is that the exact same thing? It's not the exact same thing. Did they... Okay, you know what? I'll do that then. Fine. If it works, it works. The other thing that I want to do is I want to... Actually, can I do this? OS log. Yeah, I can do a log level. So I can do this. OS log dot fault. Unable to find layer with ID. And then let's go into creating the drawing canvas. Yeah, what's also interesting is that this is specifically happening on the drawing canvas and not the display canvas, which I guess makes sense considering the drawing canvas is the only one that has a binding here. So that's not actually that weird. Okay, yeah, no, so we can get rid of this one, OS log. Look at that. Thanks, KNH, for pointing out that there's a better spelling of the same thing. I would not have expected that. Yeah, they always said like it's this os.log. Is that new? Do you know? New-ish? And then what I want here is, yeah, creating new drawing canvas with ID. That layer ID. Yeah, logging has definitely evolved over the last few years. Oh, whoops. UUID string. Yeah, they gave it an actual UI in Xcode. Okay, so again, I'm not sure why we're getting 3 of these. I'm going to chalk that up to just SwiftUI being SwiftUI. They all have the same ID. It's this FADV. So if I go create a new page, which one is failing? I'm hoping it's it's not. No, it is FADV. Okay. Good. I'm actually happy that it is matching FADV. What's interesting is we're creating new drawing canvases with these values. But I guess the old ones still exist at this point. I wonder if we can make this work without binding it to the whole editing state. If we could make it bind to the drawing from outside. No, because we need the editing state to tool picker showing. But could we pass that in? Would that even work? That might work. So instead of passing in the editing state here, what we pass in is the drawing, because then we don't even need the layer ID. If we pass in the drawing and tool picker showing, basically exactly like this. So where is that in drawing canvas? If we make our init look exactly the same as no, sorry, canvas view representable. Where are you? Yeah, if we make it take in this init instead, will that make it work? So then we're not taking in a binding to editing state. We're not taking in a layer ID. We're taking in two bindings. Binding, private, private. Somebody's going to make that a variable name now, isn't it? Private var drawing pirate, yeah, but it was like the Greek letter pi, pirate. Binding private var drawing pk drawing at binding private var is tool picker visible bool beer booler underscore drawing equals drawing underscore is tool picker visible equals is tool picker visible. So we do that. And then where's let's go to drawing view editing mode. No. Okay, we're declaring tab bankruptcy over here on the left. Drawing view editing mode. Hurrah. Yeah, so we're not going to pass in the editing state to our drawing canvas. We're going to pass in these values. That's worse. That's so much worse, Adam. Hey, Chris Platt, how are you doing? Okay, I'll figure it out. I gotta make it work somehow. What do we got? Okay, part of the problem is... Hey. Oh, thank you for the gift sub, KNH. I need to make this show the gifters whenever it is. That is... I didn't draw that code. That's still part of the SwiftUI one. Full day of your new devs getting dunked on. Why were your new devs getting dunked on? Please tell me you weren't the one doing the dunking. You don't dunk new devs. That's mean. Had a lot of issues setting up their environment, so you had to fix it for them. Oh, so they're getting dunked on by society. Yeah, see, even Eagle Knot is nice to new devs. They're just getting not society so much, but circumstances. They're getting dunked on by the reality of life. Shell configs paths and Java versions not being correct. Yeah, no, that's a thing. Eagle Knot was nice to Compile Dev on his first stream. Oh, Compile Dev finally got around to doing his first stream. Did he have a big hat like Donuts used to? And a beer and a gun, I think is what we decided. Drawing canvas. Okay, so yeah, we got everything passed in here. Yeah, no, I'm trying to copy this. This is what's going on here. He had some new things. Nice. Well, they're all new, right? Because he's a brand new streamer. All of the things are new. An environment manager app for macOS? Yeah. That's what I've found at like every company that has had anything like that is it's usually not a Mac app. It's usually a script. At my previous job, it was a Ruby script. And then at my current job, it's a shell script, which is so much worse. Bash is the worst language. It's so bad, but it works. It exists. It's fine. It was at one point like a whole Swift project, but that was way too complicated. Now it's a Bash script, which is complicated in other ways. French is the worst language. I was going to say you could try typing French into developer duck, and then I was going to try that, and then I remembered that I don't actually know French. So I don't know how I would try that. I don't know what the gender of SwiftUI text views are. I'll be nice to it. Hors d'oeuvres? Really? None of those letters match. This is stretching my knowledge of computer German. I mean, it did give me something. I'm trying to say something along the lines of like, I don't understand this code. Decodes. Yeah. Code. Does like I'm trying to remember. Does the Comte? No. And moxed. That's more just like. This is not French, this is German. There we go. It understood my mangled German enough to get what I was asking. The Swift code, the above Swift code is an example for SwiftUI view, content view. It contains a text field. Yeah, so this would be this I guess is the actual German word for text field. SwiftUI is a framework from Apple that something for iOS. Is this applications? I don't know. I have no idea what this word is. Oh my god, what? It's doing like a line for line explanation of the code. Hier ist eine Schritt für Schritt Erklärung des Codes. It's giving me a line by line explanation of the code in German. I'm not reading through all of this because A, I can't do a German accent even when I'm reading German. This line imports the SwiftUI framework. If this says anything insulting, it's on you. It's like grabbing a toolbox before you start working on your ute. What is an esky? I'm guessing from context it's like a cooler, like an Eskimo maybe? Esky keeping the beer cold. It is a cooler. Can you set your localization to Bogan Australian and DevTalk? New feature request. In New Zealand, you call it a chili bin. I mean, hey. It seems to work. No, this is how compile dev would do it. Remember I said that, you know, I was worried about not having enough time to finish up this app? There you go. Here it is in 3 different things. Normal German, Australian, and Texan. That's the 3 different ways to do a text field. No, you don't dare ask for Kiwi. I bought some cat treats today that say Kiwi on them because they're from New Zealand. It'll be much more polite than Aussie Bogan. These are the 3 language. Last one, though. It immediately mentions fish and chips, so I know it's accurate. And there's Chili Bin right there. There you go. All right, let's head back into here. Exactly how your mom would explain it. So we got this in here. Is this gonna work? Can we build this? No. Layer ID should be layer.id. Yes, I agree there. And then, oh yeah, these should just be drawing. Yeah. All right, let's see if that works. Arg. Yeah, no, I guess it makes sense that I'm not able to do that anymore. Unable to find layer with ID. But where is this happening now? Like, where is it getting that layer from? Or where is it calling this part of it? Like, I don't know what this is calling into anymore. All I've done is make this bug harder to diagnose. I mean, you'd think that it would be from here, but at this point, I don't know what is tied to this getter. I don't understand. Because I would think that that would pull the definition of this away from that view that was actually getting updated. Because the drawing canvas no longer needs to know anything about editing state. It only needs to know, well, yeah, I really don't understand how this is getting out of sync. That's the main problem that I don't understand. How are we getting out of sync at all? Because it's almost like, yeah, the struct is still hanging around after after current page has changed. But why is that? Should I just paste in the whole thing if I'm asking a question like this? Adam? Does it do better with more context, or does that just confuse it? I also have no idea how many layers of parens I need. Something like that. You paste in code blocks quite often for it? Okay. Whenever editing state changes, I get a crash because the layer ID is no longer in the current page's layers. Why is my view not just getting... Why is drawing canvas not getting recreated when my editing state changes? If you're using a for each loop, SwiftUI uses the ID provided to for each to track which items have changed, added, or removed. In your case, the crash might be happening because SwiftUI is trying to update a view that no longer corresponds to a valid layer in editing state current page layers. Great. To fix this, you should ensure that each label has a stable and unique identifier that conforms to the identifiable protocol. That's the problem. It already does. It definitely already does that. Okay, what's it telling me here? For each editing state current page layers, ID is \.id. It doesn't know what depth is. That's hilarious. Make sure that editing state current page layers is an array of elements that conform to identifiable. It is. Maybe we can double check that again. Yeah, it is. It's identifiable. Its ID here is the UUID that we're using to look it up. It shouldn't change. Shouldn't change. It shouldn't change. Should we check that? We should check that. But we'll come back to that part. Ensure that any changes to editing state are done in a way that SwiftUI can detect the changes. For example, if you're directly mutating the array inside of editing state, SwiftUI might not detect the change. Instead, you should replace the array or the modified element in an array with a new instance to trigger the view update. I'm not sure what it means by that. If you're directly mutating the array inside editing state, SwiftUI might not detect the change. Instead, you should replace the array or the modified element in the array with a new instance to trigger the view update. That sounds like that would apply only to reference types, which none of these are. And then this is really just saying editing state current page layers ID /.id, but that should... I would hope that that already is the case. I'm gonna feel real stupid if this changes it. Okay, good. I feel like it should already be handling that, is the problem. The properties within them can be reference types like classes or complex value types that contain reference types. This is true because PK drawing is a reference type. Hey, Chronix Dev, you haven't written Swift in like 3 years. Yeah, I mean, it's changed a bit, but not that much in 3 years. I think the big new win is that, you know, we have kind of a new concurrency system. But yeah, mostly it's the same old Swift that you probably remember. Okay, what? Yeah, this has gone on a bit. Let's. Oh no, that didn't work. Swift 5 still? Yeah, it is still Swift 5. Your state should be composed of value types. Yeah. You mutate a property of a struct that is being observed by SwiftUI. When you have an array of structs and you mutate a property of one of those structs directly, it might not always trigger a view update. Change the value of a state variable. SwiftUI expects the entire value to be different for it to re-render the associated views. So this is almost saying that the UUID should change every time that I touch this. But it also feels like that's kind of the opposite of the problem that I'm having right now. Close this one. Because it's saying that we're not updating basically the UUID, the actual ID there, when we change the name of this. The name is changing, but the ID isn't, so it doesn't realize that it needs to rerun. However, the exact problem that we're having is that we've got the wrong ID, basically. It is giving us a new ID. No, it's not giving us a new ID. We're still looking at the old ID. But that old ID no longer exists. So we're updating the array. We're definitely updating the whole array. But it's not triggering a new view. But it was triggering a new view because we definitely had the new inits at one point, right? When we were in here, no, not in here, in here. Xcode still sucks, cron xdev. Where when you click a file right here like this, it's just like, nah, we're not going to that file. We're staying in the file that we're already in. Or then it just replaces it with something different. Let's try again. Looks like it's an observability problem. The diff checker can't see that it's different unless you explicitly change the parent object. So that's the thing, is we are changing the parent object. And I'm pretty sure that we're in fact seeing a new everything. We're seeing a brand new drawing canvas. But it's almost like the old drawing canvas isn't thrown away. So we're getting these new drawing canvases. If we click the plus button, we did get 2 new calls to this. So it is definitely getting new calls to things. And when we had the layer ID being passed in, we were definitely seeing that we had new ones with new layer IDs. But in this case, we no longer have that layer ID because we pulled that out expecting that that was going to fix it. So yeah, cron xdev, what we're doing here is I've got a view that, where do we actually set that? Is it just drawing stale data? So it's trying to draw stale data, but that stale data no longer exists. So then we're hitting this fatal error because we're not able to actually find something in an array. So yes, it's attempting to draw stale data. I was going to show where we were actually changing this data. Because what's happening is that we're deriving this from something that we have called editing state, where we have this current page. It gives us a page. We set a new page. You're just being the rubber duck debugger. Hey, that works. That's what chat's here for. This is interesting here that we're saying new. If we set the new current page, that might not actually be what we want. Because when we click the new page button, chat is for diagramming. Yes, Mono, you're right. Infinitely more useful than some of us. If I change current, yeah, if I go to the new page button, That's changing the current page index, which doesn't necessarily change the current page. Like it's not telling it directly that, hey, we are changing the current page. We're changing the current page index, but the current page is derived from that current page index. Oh God, no. No. Keep that tab there. Because, yeah, that's tweaking this. You almost did. I'm in a good spot now. You can do it. Current page. Set current page. Yeah, this is, I think, what's a little bit weird. Is that if I set the current page some other... Like, if I do something other than just setting the drawing, that's not setting the current page. Self-replacing current active drawing with new current page.drawing. Yeah, I feel like that's not what we want this set to do. That's probably part of the problem. Yeah, and now we can't build this, which is expected. That's actually what we want. Setting the current page should change the current page index. I feel like that's actually what we want. Set new page current page index equals, but then we need to like look through all of our pages, document. Oh, okay, so that would be more like guard let new page index equals document dot pages dot first where the page's ID equals new page.id. Else return new page index equals new page. No. Current page index equals new page index. The let constant. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, see, this is... I need to get rid of this lenses stuff. This just makes life so terrible. Where's page manipulation? Navigation is actually what we want. Navigating... Oh, navigating to page. Ooh, okay, hold on. No, let's just do that. I'll get rid of all this. Self equals self dot navigating to page. New page. New page. Not new couch. New page. Maybe that... I don't think this is going to fix it, but I think that's a more correct. Okay, so that is no longer updating the drawing. We've made it worse. We have actively broken it. Because, yeah, now I bet if I open this, it'll disappear. No, actually. Interesting. But if I close it, it'll disappear. I feel like I've massively overcomplicated my entire system. Because we're no longer updating... I feel like current page should not be settable, actually, is what's going on here. Which does break everything that's going on here. Which we actually need, unfortunately. So editing state... Can we get at the drawing some other way? Massively overcomplicated. Am I caught up on names? No, because I still need to name something private for Adam Wolf. It's almost like I need layers to not be nested inside of page. And I need to just say, like, just give me the drawing that corresponds to this layer ID. But that is going to entail like a depth first search, which, I mean, I've been wanting to redo the data source for this anyway. Remember the thing where I don't have enough time to finish this project? Why don't I go ahead and add throwing in our entire data storage format as well? But that would make my life a lot easier right now. Okay. Let's half-ass it for now. But how am I going to half-ass it? This is the question. Remind you 10 minutes? Let's half-ass it for now. Unfortunately, the problem is It's okay, EagleNot did it for you. Unfortunately, the problem is I over-asked it before Adam off. And now I'm realizing that I should have half-assed it before. And it is, as KH has pointed out, massively overcomplicated. Realistically, how long would that refactor take? A while, I think, is the unfortunate problem. So, like, the question is which refactor? I almost feel like I need to cut what I'm doing right now. Realize that it's broken. Like, we have improved life moderately. Commit that. Start doing each of the minor refactors that I say that I need to do. So like this is a fix that we need to keep. Ish. This is definitely a fix we need to keep. This is a fix we definitely need to keep. That we need to keep. This has all kinds of problems. This is mostly just overlogging right now. I don't think that's the end of the world. Yeah, that's definitely true. This one is where things get a little weird, but I think this is actually where I want to move to. Yeah, let's get rid of this change because it's pointless. Well, let's leave it in because it is pointless. This is a problem, I think. Yeah. But it is also the change that we soon want to make. And then this is mostly, I believe... No, this I think we mostly need to get rid of. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, let's just keep everything. Yeah, let's keep everything. Okay, we're going to commit this, realizing that, yes, everything is broken. And then we're going to go back and we're going to redo the... I think the first thing that I want to do is I want to strip out that lenses stuff. Because I think that that's bad. Okay, so let's strip out all of that because it's making my life a lot harder than it needs to be. And there's no benefit. I thought I was being clever, and I was not. I was just being awful. Oh, but we've got things named new couch that we need to fix. We need to keep some of these words around. Okay, hold on. We'll yeah, here's what's going on here. Okay. So we'll just is skin visible becomes new couch. But it already is. The only one that we got to keep right now is new couch. So let's okay, we need our list of things that we still owe people. Cuz we need to bring new couch back at some point. I don't know when I set the understanding that naming a variable meant that that variable gets to keep around forever, but I already started it, so I'm gonna stick to it. All right, so let's throw all of this away. It's just the whole file. Just chuck it in the trash. How many things does that break? Probably a lot. 22. 22 things are broken. Okay. Wasn't new couch already used? It was, yeah, but I just deleted it. Is the problem. And so it goes back on the stack to be reused again. Okay. Can we just... Could always add new couch. Can we just keep all of these around and just not use lenses for it? I think the answer is yes. But I think what we want to do is we want to make this private set public var, private set public var, not private set, internal set. Yeah, I think this is actually what we want to do. So if we do that, then we can come back into here, into things like this. And yeah, this returns a new editing state. But I mean, that's basically going to do what we want anyway. So this is just like self.currentPageIndex equals new index, return self. Cannot assign to property. Get only property. It is a get only property. What were we doing before? Oh, set current page index. Yeah, not current page index. Self is immutable. Mark method mutating to make self mutable. I feel like that's going to be a problem. You can't. You can't have a mutating var, can you? Yeah, no. I think I just need to get rid of all of these and rewrite their point of use, basically. Because all the rest of these are funks. This is a funk. This is a funk. This is a funk. So basically the only one that I need to do is I need to, like, yeah, editing state dot mode equals editing. This is never gonna work. Because, yeah. Is there a way to explicitly create a copy of a struct? Where was the one that I changed? In here? Yeah. Because, yeah, I can't set this here because self is immutable. But I basically want to say return self, but return a copy of self. I'm a little bit surprised that I can't do. Let's come back to this one. Because we can fix all the others pretty easily. Editing state is not a class. Editing state is a struct. That's why we're having this mutating issues. Where if I do this, it's like, ah, self is immutable. It's like, no, it's not. Not if I put mutating on here. But you can't put mutating on a var. You can only put it on a func. Sorry, it's a computed property. Atomorph. I feel like all of these are just document equals new document. This one's slightly different. This is document equals document duplicating page. Those can have set blocks, though. Yes. Can they? Yeah, no, they can. Oh, hold on here. This is very slightly doing something different. I don't know if it'll matter, but... I mean, the obvious thing for me to do is just make those funcs. That's easy. I can actually just do that. I'll just make each of these funcs. So public var. Boop boop boop. This becomes public func. That thing. Sorry, that thing, but also get back here and this is mutating func. Yeah. And now we just come in here and it's like, oh, this is blah, 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 blah. Function call returns immutable value. Why? You know what? We'll come back to that one. Wait, why do I have a new couch here? Okay. So now we've gotten into here. Tool picker visible. Editing state, tool picker showing. Oh, I think this one... Oh, we just made that public, didn't we? I think that's what we had been doing. Maybe we should get rid of all of these and just make this straight up public. That you can just set this from wherever. I don't know if that's a good idea. Might be a good idea, might be a terrible idea. Might be a bit of both. Anyway, let's go back to this one. Cannot use mutating member on immutable value. Function call returns immutable value. Cannot use mutating member on immutable value. Function call returns immutable value. How do I get the function call to not return an immutable value? I mean, I guess there's nothing. This isn't a view builder, so there's nothing stopping me from. No, actually, I do want that. Yeah, so that'll just work. Looks terrifically ugly, but hey. What else is new? So this one. Editing state, current page, layers, layer ID, drawing. I think what I need actually... No, here's what I need. And what I could have done this entire time. Sorry, I'm getting there. Hold on. The hamster's running. Private var current page ID. Page ID? Page at index. Hold on, maybe this is actually more what I want. Page at index. No, I can't make that a var. I was gonna say, can we? I still don't think that's right. That's not going to fix our problem. The idea that I had was if I had the current page index here, or at least the... Yeah, this almost needs to be representing like a page at a time. I don't think that's going to work either, though. Let's try this. Let's see if we've at least made it work as well as it was before, which was totally broken. But I don't like how long it's taking to boot up. I did boot up though. I don't see anything having gone horribly wrong. That works. If we go to the gallery, that definitely looks like a gallery. We still got our Texan. Yeah, we just can't we just can't draw anything new. That's fine. But I'm guessing if we click this, it still crashes. Yep. So we've not made it better. We've just gotten rid of some of the problems. We've gotten rid of some of the code that shouldn't have existed in the first place. Okay, well, let's commit that at least. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Remove lenses. I at least feel better about what I'm doing. So I think the next thing that I want to do is the like half-assing it part, which is, let's go to layer, and then let's almost do an extension on editing state. No, because again, we're going to run into the same problem that we did before. Which is that I almost need... Yeah, here. Let me walk through what I'm doing. And this, I expect this not to work. Let's just go there. Actually, no, let's just make this fatal error. Guardlet error. Guardlet layer. Sorry, guardlet new couch. Yeah, we need to do like a depth first search on this. Guardlet new couch equals document pages document.pages.layers, right? Document.pages.flatmap.layers. I don't understand what's going on here. Cannot find type editing state in scope. Hey, this guy, how are you doing? You need to fix your phone? It sounds like you need to install an app called Shadowcat. Although you say you're not getting notifications from anything. Okay, so Shadowcat would also be broken in that case. Why can't you find editing state? I guess it's not editing state. I guess this would be document that we need. Pages, flat map, that. Else, return. No, else. This guy. Carla, new couch, blah, 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 blah. Return, new couch. Okay, so again, I expect this not to work. No, okay, what do we got? No, layers. Okay, so flat map layers dot first where $0 dot ID dot UUID double equals UUID. That's really what we want. Is there a smarter way to do that? Somebody tell me if there's a way to almost do like a breadth first search like that without just having nested for loops. I mean, I will do nested for loops, but actually, can I just do pages dot lazy? I don't know what software update you want me to install right now, Xcode, so I'm going to not do that. Okay, so anyway, that's what I've got going here. Document layer UUID. So what I want to do, if I go back to my drawing canvas, no. If I go back to my editing mode page, what I'm kind of getting at here is .document .layer with ID. Layer.id. So the problem here is I don't think that there's a way, because this is not going to set this back, is the problem. And it's going to be like, oh, you can't set through here. Cannot convert value of type. Well, I definitely didn't expect this to work, but this is not how I didn't expect it to work. Rid of that. Cannot convert value of type layer to expected argument type binding to C. It shouldn't be a binding. You can't pass a binding into a for each, can you? You can pass a binding into a for. Oh, you can pass a binding into a for each. Wait, what? This changes everything. Okay, I almost want to back this back out to... Oh, we actually didn't need that. We build this, this works. But what happens if we do this instead? Does that change enough that it's... Hey, compile dev, how are you doing? Okay, what is layer at this point? Layer is a binding to element. Surely that doesn't work. It would be a lot more amazing if any of this worked. I'm almost worried that this is what I needed to do the whole time, and I've done a whole lot of extra work, and it turned out that all I needed was for this to be a binding. I'm gonna feel real dumb if that were the case. I'm real dumb. Like super dumb. Okay, so that's not working. But is this working? Oh my god. I'm giving up and I'm moving to the woods. Thank you for the bit, Mono. Yeah, one character away from success this whole time. I want to revert back to that one branch, or that one commit. And I want to see if that fixed it the whole time. The whole time. $1 sign. Perfect. Okay, this thing. This is not Stranger Things music. This is Touch the Sky by Martin Hilton and Adam Hux. Should you learn SwiftUI or UIKit? You should learn AppKit. No, not Flutter. Yeah, I'm trying to check out a different branch, a different revision. I'm trying to check that out. There we go. So we're back to here. Was this even building at this point when I committed this? No. Well, that's not building for a different reason. Joke's on you. I needed that to happen anyway. Do you know how truly easy it is to break things compared to making them? Yes, unfortunately. Oh, I did not realize that the trophy was a name of variable. Okay, current page is a get-only property. Yeah, what did we have here that made that work? But it doesn't matter, actually, is the problem. So we're going to go here. We're going to put this there. And then we're going to put layer here. Oh, now it's not happy. Current page is a get-only property. So we did have something that was there. Okay. So let's just revert everything back. I cannot close tool picker. Rid of that. Bring back our stash. Okay, so this is here because we need this. We had something that was doing current pages. That's fine. Emotes are not possible as variable names, but regular emoji are. I mean, I suppose I could literally type the name of the emoji or the emote, but I don't think that's what you want. I don't think I need this layer extension. So yeah, I think we actually did end up doing some work that was important. Let's get rid of this. Server reserved words and backticks. Yep. Current page is a get only property. Wait, what? What are you talking about, man? Okay, hold on. I got to start adding all of these back to the list. The grand list. Is this building? Yes. Okay. This is building. Let's go back to Emacs. Let's get into the list. Okay. So, what do we got? We got one character from success is the first one. Let's just how many do we have? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We're just gonna type the rocket forms of them, the Slack forms of them for now. Chicken. I also need to fix the names. Adam Wolf. Chicken by... Wait, did I miss one? No, I didn't. Okay. Mono NZ. Bells. Bells. So spelled correctly. Bells. Bells by Eagle Knot. Boop emoji by Compile Swift. Compile dev, sorry. Am I missing one now? Did I skip one? Got the trophy. I got one character from Skies. The chicken. Bells, bells, bells. Got the poop. Okay. I don't know. All right. We've got this list. Also, I did new couch, so that one's done. Or did I? Because I deleted it again. Never mind. That one's not done. Okay. Does this build right now? Yeah, no, I did get Adam Wolf's private in here. You can read in grayscale. Okay. Where are we at on terms of things being broken right now? That still doesn't work. That is still broken. But we can add new pages again, which is a start. Okay. This we're going to get rid of. The house doesn't look different when it's all gray. It was pretty bland to begin with, wasn't it? All right. Nope, that's not how we get back to Emacs, just by typing Emacs into Xcode. Okay. Fix something. Fix creating new pages. All right. I have to go to the little developers room. So talk amongst yourself, cause chaos, do whatever you want. Generally just riot. I don't know. You know, my stream doesn't ban you for using all caps while I'm gone. So that's an option. It's a modern Leave It to Beaver house. Yeah, no, it's very sterilized. Anyway, I'll be right back. it wouldn't do anything when I was hitting the buttons. It was very broken. All right, let's get back into here. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, we basically need to go back and refix our drawing code, which was the first thing that we fixed. We even marked it as being fixed. This was the one that we said we fixed. We did these two, and we didn't do that one. Let's double check the cannot choose tools. Tools. So we can draw with. That didn't look black. Let's see. Can we switch tools? Yeah, okay. So we can definitely switch colors. I'm assuming we can also switch tools as a whole. Yep. Okay, so that part still works. We got that one. Opening the tool picker deletes the drawing. That one is still happening. And I think that one is still happening because we had something different with current page before. Yeah, document equals document, replacing page at index with new page. I think we still need that. We still need that to look like that. We did at one point say something like, it was like document equals document dot replacing, no, like drawing, something with a drawing. I don't remember what we had when it was working. Does anybody remember? Can we go look at our commits? No. Oh, it's right here. What page? What file is this? Editing state. We actually don't have anything, so we didn't save that. We didn't commit our fix that was working ever. Good job, team. Do we almost need like a new page? No, this makes no sense. I don't know. Hang on. It's almost like our updating tools stopped working, right? No, we still have that. You should add a redeem for a get checkpoint. Just at any point, somebody can tell me to do a get commit. I don't know about that one. So this is happening where we are updating this. Where is hello there? Hello there. So we're definitely updating the drawing on our layer. Commits everything, prints the commit hash, resets the commit so the changes are staged again. Commits everything, prints the commit hash. And resets the commit so the changes are unstaged again. I don't understand what the benefit of that is. Bring back SVN. So we're clearly updating the drawing. Are we not updating Are we not updating the editing state in some way? But I feel like this is all one big thing. If we edit... Yeah, I guess what we really need here is to go back into editing state and see if this causes a change to the current page. It does. Okay. So we're changing the current page, which means we must be changing the document. You're terrible at you're terrible at carable space program. So we're updating the document. It basically makes a commit in your graph with all your current changes, but doesn't add to your head. So it's easy to save changes without uglifying your history. Oh, it just puts a commit just like in your ref log, basically. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, exactly. So if we're actually... This feels like I'm at a point where it's working, but I don't know why it's not working. It's working, but it's not working. And that's a problem. Because we are updating the editing state. We know that. We're updating the current page. We're changing the document. Everything's good. Everything's happy. And yet it's not actually updating our document in any way, shape, or form. That's what I don't get. What am I missing here? This is... It feels like I've got something basic lost right now. We add the swirly. It updates the editing state. It updates the document. It'd be one thing if, like, this swirly didn't show up in the film strip, because then I could just say the film strip's not updating. But the problem is, when we pop this open and it disappears, that means the canvas is being updated. And yet... it's being updated with basically empty data. So what I'm wondering, hang on, I have an idea. Let's set a breakpoint right here. New swirly. What is new page's drawing? Does new page actually have the drawing data? It does. Crap. Does this work? Hold on. Let's see what PO document looks like. Oh, good God. What do we got here? Yeah, because drawing now is a combination of all the layers, isn't it? Yeah, drawing is a combination of all the layers. So that's why we have a single stroke, is because we have a stroke on one layer. And that's working. Blah. But our document... So, yeah, no, our document currently... Document dot pages dot first, which page is 0. Dot drawing. Does this have anything? No. No strokes. 0 strokes. But then after I set this breakpoint, it does have a stroke, which is what we expect. And that's on editing state.document. Like, this is the thing that something just doesn't add up. Because if that's the case, and we've changed the editing state, why is that not updating our drawing? Our anything, really? Formulating a theory. Is it because... Is it because when we get current page here, we're basically getting the page back, like that's not updating, and so we're always on the very original page is basically what I'm getting at. That when we do this, we are kind of constantly saving the same page. I don't think that would be the case because this is basically replacing that whole array. But could it be just because Anyone know how to sell a code base? Adam Wolf knows people who know how to sell a code base. Adam Wolf knows how to buy a code base. Or at least have a structured agreement to acquire a code base. Okay, just for giggles. Just for giggles. For no other reason. But giggles. I'm trying that. Okay, that didn't do anything. It did fix that. It still hasn't updated our drawing state up here. It's frustrating. But it is saving that value. So maybe what I need to do is I need to update the page ID. Like maybe the page ID needs to be derived. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe the layer ID needs to be derived. Maybe everything needs to be derived. Let's put that back the way that it was, because I don't think that's the one we want to change. Let's get back into here. Layer. Maybe layer doesn't start with a UUID. Maybe what layer does is layer... Maybe layer's ID is... Adobe and Figma don't know how to solve a code base. Current page seems like it should be derived based on the index. It is. Right? I think it's doing what you're saying right now. This sign. What I'm wondering is... Yeah, because this is not going to update here. That's the problem. Setting current page should set the current page index. Right now it replaces the page at the index. So yeah, but when we tried it the other way, it was breaking. No, I agree. Document. No, sorry. Current page index equals. This is what we were doing before. Document dot page is dot first where. No, first. Also guard new page does not equal current page. See, yeah, we don't want that actually. Guard let page index. Guard let new couch. Document.pages first index of new page. Else return self. Current page index equals new couch. Except we're not returning self, we're just returning. Yeah, see, that's... Yes, that probably is more accurate, but now we just have the same problem we had before. Also, now this is broken. Also made it worse. Okay, so I didn't actually make it worse. Because the problem is, whenever we draw, we need to update the current drawing in the index. And I think that means we need to... We add the drawing. We make the drawing. We update the layer. That causes the page to update. I almost need something that's not current page is the problem. Does that make sense? And that was what I was trying to do earlier, where I had page at index. But that's also not really what I want. But it kind of is what I want. Do I need to just do this as like a subscript? Maybe that makes sense. That sounds really dumb, but maybe that's how that works. Where's page? Where's... I probably should have named this something other than file. Realizing. Where is page? That would be in data, sources, persistence, page. Page over here. Got layer over here. Layer has this extension on array that caused us problems last time, right? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Where element equals page. Give it a UUID. Give me a page. Also, I realized I forgot to put the macro over local first forever. How did KNH get a 1219? I didn't stream on 1219. So there's that. And then if we come over here, guard let... Do we already have new couch, or did I delete it again? I think I deleted it again. No, I didn't. I left that one. So new couch is here. Let's bring that one back. We'll keep new couch. Okay, yes, on your 12. It was 1219 for you, yes, Mono. I agree. This is true. I'm not putting domains in or named variables in people's local time zones. What am I trying to do? Where am I? Who am I? Why am I here? Oh yeah, Scratch. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Private is the next one. Where are we at? This is editing state. Current page. New couch. Okay, yeah. New couch on 1201. The index of the current page. Okay, where are we at? This is here. We're going to go back to page. We have this now here. Element is page. Okay, so this one is now guardlet private equals first. But what is first? That's of the array pages. Did I... Yes, good catch, Adam Wolf. I was wondering what you meant earlier. I didn't understand. Thank you for clarifying even further for my dumb brain. Okay. Guardlet private equals first. Where UUID equals UUID. Do we have that? No, we don't. Because UUID is inaccessible due to a private blah, blah, blah. Fine. We'll do ID. Are we happy? ID. Yeah? No? Maybe? UUID. This one needs to be a UUID. Okay. We'll get that. Guardlet private. Return private. Okay. Private is by foo, right? No. I don't think this is actually going to help me. I'm realizing as I write this that this is never going to work. But it's fine. Okay, because what I wanted to do No, I think we can actually make this work. Hold on. That already happened, CompileDev. You missed Monday's stream where I had to ask the developer duck, like, what am I doing wrong? And it's like, you've got a thing. And I'm like, I don't have this thing. And then I totally did have that thing, and I just didn't find it. So, yeah, way ahead of you there. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want... I had the thing the whole time. Exactly. You get me. drawing, view, editing, page, view. See, now, this is the problem. I don't... Even if I tie this to current page index. Yeah, I need some way to get it to current page index. The setter for that array extension could have a mismatch between the subscript UUID and the new page UUID. What do you mean? Oh, because this is, wait, no, what? New pages ID. Yeah, if you pass, okay, yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. So if I init this with current page index, I'm almost like doing this to throw this away. But I think it'll work. Current page index. And then editing state. I don't think this is at all gonna do what I want. I'm just at this point trying things until they don't work. What I need is some way to say that current page will change whenever current page index changes. But that also doesn't super do what I want. I feel like I've got the wrong mental model of what is actually breaking here. Because this doesn't change anything when we do anything. It's not even midnight and you're super tired? Hey, that's how I was yesterday. That's why I missed your stream. I passed out like before 9 my time, which would have been, yeah, I think you started streaming a little after that. I was out. Have a good night. See you later. I almost wonder that, yeah. I might be doing something dumb by breaking this out. I almost wonder if what I want is editing state pages, editing state document pages, editing state, oh Jesus, editing state dot current page dot ID, document setter is inaccessible. Well, that we can fix. Cannot assign to property pages of the let constant. That we can also fix. We can slowly fix all of this one at a time. I almost wonder if this is what we actually want. But then the problem is current page. I feel like current page shouldn't exist is the problem. I think we need to get rid of current page entirely. Let's see if this starts to work. It might. How many things break if I just delete current page? Let's check that out first. The answer is very much a lot on the UI kit version of Kineo. But let's start with just getting rid of this one here. Which means I'm deleting new couch again. Okay, too many things break, I think, is the answer to that question. Why is drawing view included in the shared code? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Anyway, let's bring that back. This should not be in the shared code. This should be in UI kit. Editing state. I almost want to do this. Document dot pages editing state dot current page index dot ID. I know this looks terrible. Don't worry about it. But this gets rid of current page, which means everything in here is... Oh, this isn't. Editing state. Document pages. Editing state dot current page index. Okay, I'm just gonna try it. Okay, well that didn't fix that, and it didn't fix that. Okay. Never mind. I think I gotta give up. I think that's it. I have no idea what to try next. I feel like we've unraveled way so many things. Way so many things. And I don't have any idea where to start next. I'm rolling back this change because that didn't work. Yeah. All right. I will be back Friday. We can keep trying at this, keep banging our heads against this, try to figure out why. You think it's in the right track to simplify and clarify the current page? Yeah. Because I think the problem is current page being derived like this. I think that means it doesn't play nice with like SwiftUI state stuff. I think that's the problem. Because we tell it that we're updating the current page. Yeah, I don't know. What's weird is that this was getting called. Like, we put a print statement in here, and this was getting called. Which to me would indicate that the thing would be smart enough to update. But I don't know. I don't know if it's on a set side or the get side that we're having problems. That's kind of where I'm at. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to come back to it with fresh eyes, think about something different, and try again. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I will be back Friday. Same bat time, same bat channel. And I hope to see you then. Have a good rest of your week. Goodbye.